What's up guys, Christian Retro Lover 4 here, back again with another review. So I recently watched two horror movies, Warm Bodies and The Exorcist: The Beginning. So the first movie, Warm Bodies, actually really exceeded my expectations, and in my opinion, kind of put a staple in the evolutionary zombies genre that I like to say. Evolutionary zombies are like, instead of the bumbling moron zombies that just walk around, it seems like these ones remember when they were once human and are able to pick stuff up and to even talk. Modern examples of this are like The Last of Us and Days Gone, and even a couple of early seasons of The Walking Dead, even though that kind of came first. And well, yeah, and stuff like the original Dawn of the Dead, we always had that too, where zombies were able to pick up things or seem to interact with things. This one took it to a whole nother level, and it seemed like the main character, R, was reliving memories of the past and trying to be human again, and was even falling in love, which, is what exceeded my expectations, is because I came in expecting like a cheesy rom-com movie about zombies, but in reality, it seemed like zombies were evolving, while some were instead becoming like dark-ish entities. They're called like bonies. They fully embrace the supernatural aspect of being a zombie, and instead rejecting being a human. Overall, an excellent film with not half bad casting. I love John Malkovich. He's not a half bad antagonist or anti-hero, whatever. Really good plot and all. Overall, great presentation, and it's a very underrated movie. I give it an 8 out of 10. Next up is The Exorcist: The Beginning. Now, if you saw my other reviews, you know that I'm a huge Exorcist fan. I love the original. It's one of my favorite horror movies, and its sequel, The Exorcist 3 Legion, in my opinion, was not half bad. The one I saw was a prequel focusing on Father Merrin, and it's actually apparently a reshoot. Which was very confusing, because apparently exists a Exorcist: The Beginning and Dominion prequel to The Exorcist. Dominion is apparently the original draft of Exorcist: The Beginning, but apparently audiences didn't like Dominion, so they changed it around and reshot it entirely. Exorcist: The Beginning is not a director's cut or anything. It's literally reshot and reworked from the ground up. But, some shots are still, like, one for one, if that makes sense. Like, Stellan Skarsgård is Father Merrin in both cuts, but both of them have recasts. Either way, though, when I watched it, it was just laughable and forgettable. It is honestly one of the worst movies I have ever seen. It is extremely boring, extremely forgettable, and extremely convoluted and just confusing. What I really like about the original as well as the sequel is that it just seems to focus on demonic possession and investigative crime, as many skeptics they don't believe in possession and stuff like that, so when they hear about people killed by a demon, they don't automatically assume that they're killed by a demon. They think it's some superhuman or a person in a demonic cult. And while, yes, this is presented in Exorcist: The Beginning, there's, like, in my opinion, too many people who are on the skeptic side and then the cult side, with all these tribe gangs and all these, and all the military and stuff. I hate that the military gets involved, and I hate actually, no, the World War II flashbacks, in my opinion, were not half bad, but I think it tries too hard, too. But what's weird is that I think it tries too hard, but at the same time is incredibly lazy. Like the special effects, I did not like. It seemed very last minute, especially the ending. So overall, it felt very convoluted. They tried too hard, but at the same time, it seemed like they weren't trying that much at all and just wanted to get an Exorcist prequel out of the way. And I do understand that in the book, as well as the original, Father Merrin does have a relationship with Pazuzu, as in the beginning of the first Exorcist movie, when he sees the Pazuzu statue, he does have a familiar feeling with it, and there is talks that Father Merrin did perform exorcisms in the past before doing an exorcism on Reagan. So it's not like this is completely unnecessary, but at the same time, the presentation is all wrong, in my opinion. The story is all wrong. If this is the reshot version or whatever that's supposed to be improved, I'd hate to see Dominion. Overall, a 1 out of 10 movie for me. It's very confusing and very confusing to talk about in reality. It's just stupid. Anyway, that's about it. See ya.